Kako, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back if you've already subscribed. My name is Hoku, talking a little bit quieter because I'm in a more open space where my voice projects. And I want this to just be more of an intimate type of slow read, if you will. Mahalo nui for being here, for showing up today for another mindful mirror talk, just a time I get to designate to self and connect with spirit, divine, and just sort of open self up to receiving whatever divine messages need to come through, not only for self, but as well for you guys out there, for you. So I was cleaning house a bit earlier, and by my TV stand in my living room, I found another card of mine. Now this is actually my daughter's Kumu cards. This is just vocabulary cards for preschool age to kindergarten age or so. It just gives them an opportunity to study some flashcards in Olelo, Hawai'i. And this one is obviously interesting because my name is Hoku and it means star, Hokulani, heavenly star, star from the heavens. It really gave me a sense that you need to learn to reach for the stars. I'm feeling like someone is in that wish upon a star stage of self-acceptance. You're still in the it's too far to reach, but I can dream stage, I'm hearing. I'm just going to jump right into whatever truth needs to be spoken. So let's get started. If you are new here and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway. Okay, so I had my decks just like so, and picking this up, I'm really getting the sense of reaching for those stars is allowing divine to really be shown to you, because you're tapping into this intuitive space more so than you ever have before. Looking at the details, really seeing the details. The fine prints. It says, examine your situation and take care of every detail, one step at a time. Now, I think you might want to highlight the one step at a time message right there, because it's really saying, take your time. There are steps, there are levels to the growth, to being able to reach your dreams and reach the stars and beyond. There are levels to that. And look at the top of this deck. And I didn't plan it, I just shuffled it and then left it as so. We have that 444 protection, guidance, energy. That is letting us know guardians, ancestors, our angels guide us. We are on the right path. Everything has phases. And this is about endings into beginnings. So we'll just start with that. I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the creativity deck. Look at this one right on the top again. We're looking at nurture. For self-care, try loving and nurturing yourself as you would a child or a pet. Light. Guidance from above to really feed spirit, nurture spirit, that self-care, that higher self to lower self encouragement. Okay. All right, so let's continue along this flow and see what else comes out for today, for that person that needs extra encouragement, for that person out there who is hesitant, doubtful, uncertain about their goals. Divine truth will continue. Where are we on our journey? Wow. There's a pause, there's a hesitation, there's a break, perhaps, in your flow. And I'm seeing you need to really trust the eyes, the divines that are watching out for you and giving you clues on your path. Right now, it's like you're taking a moment. Accept that you must wait and prepare for developments to reach the next stage. So patience, I'm also seeing with this pause. This is just a break to be able to reassess where you want to go, your direction, getting your groundings, your bearings. And more truth continual. From the pause. Continual flow. What comes next? It's very simple. Evolution. Evolve. Creative ideas evolve out of the invisible. and profound nothingness of proverbial consciousness. Oh, wanted to fall right here. So after this pause is, this break is about evolution. Mahalo. Any clarity? Originality. I was gonna say, look at this leopard in this like flamboyant, loud, very characteristic, very eclectic type of outfit, unique to self, and looking like they don't give a care in the world, right? This is about originality. Feel lighthearted and free while trusting that your unique way of doing things is the right way. So when you're looking at your dreams and looking at where you want to evolve from here, from this present moment, when you're tuning in to self and the details within that might be, floundering possibly to find its way, when you're looking at all of that and you're taking a moment to nurture yourself, it breathes originality. And you need to learn to trust that you are who you are, and you're doing what you're doing, and you believe what you believe, because that is what is meant for you, which is funny because this can be a self-message. My name is Hoku, and I don't feel like I belong here. Wouldn't that mean that my home is amongst the stars, is in the beyond? And I still feel that way. But as you wonder where your path takes you, just trust this flow. And trust that your unique way, that is actually divine guiding you in those ways and in those directions, is the right way. You are on the right path. Any more truth for the people from this deck? Mahalo, clarity. Mahalo. Somebody's perplexed and asking questions. But, okay, that's all fine, but what does that mean? This is what it means. Change. Change. Somewhere in these cards, I channeled that no change comes to anyone standing still. For a change, do something you usually do a certain way in a different way. So if this is the path that you find yourself on, right, and you want things to grow, to develop, to continue to be nurtured and blossom into like those mature, juicy, delectable fruit trees, you want to bear fruit that is just full of the juice and the nourishment of soul divine, fed from the guidance, fed from the favoring of the Most High. Anyway, if you want things to progress, you have to learn that change is the first step. To change your patterns, change your habits, change your routines, change it up is what I'm hearing. None of this kind of energy, this procrastination energy. Stop focusing on your problems and excuses. Take a small step and do something constructive. What do you want? What is it that you want? You want to be this. You want to be the star. You want to reach for the stars. You want to return to the space that makes you feel the most alive and fulfilled, right? So we're making the changes and we're shedding our habits of procrastination. All right, what else for the people? What else do they need to know? Just what needs to come forth in truth as we seek. Mahalo. Ring the alarm. So this card is about, this is like broken-hearted energy. So maybe you need a change. I'm feeling your change is like possibly really drastic. A new town, a new house, new roots, new winds and direction is what I'm feeling is necessary. Because you're right now, when you're still reaching for the stars, or you're still dreaming and you're not putting into action the things that you desire, that's operating off of this broken-hearted energy, feeling overwhelmed by your current situation, especially financially, which is affecting your home or family dynamics. You are in need of being heard and for healing to be the reason you sound or ring the alarm, like sounding the poo, this call for divine help is what I'm hearing. And maybe that's why you're here. Maybe that's why you're listening, is because you need this reminder to start here. Like I'm not here to usher in the people that are, the gurus and all that. The self-proclaimed whatever the fucks. And everyone has their niche. Everyone has their position in this divine world. So not really knocking on it, but I'm just saying some of us are here to be the initial light that is seen in the depths of the dark by the souls that need to just breathe, needs the hope, So this is like the first gentle step Like, I feel like some of my messages might seem basic, but I really feel like I'm not talking to people that know. I'm talking to a specific demographic, a diaspora. I'm speaking to a certain soul right now. And if that soul is you and you resonate with the messages, I appreciate that. Whoever needs to hear this message, just listen, be still. So I channeled on this card that this is like filing for bankruptcy, that energy of tapping out to start fresh. Okay, that's the change. That's what we're evolving to. We're taking that pause, that moment to accept what we need to prepare for in order to reach the next stage. And we're evolving in our originality, in our uniqueness. We're evolving into that level of change that needs to come about. And we're ridding ourselves of this focus on problems and excuses. We are ringing the alarm, asking for help, starting fresh, right? Claiming, yes, you might have fallen, but let's start with a clean slate. Falling apart to fall into place type of energy. So this could resonate with you or somebody that you're thinking about. This is the same lesson. Like, a lot of us need to learn this. So I'm feeling like Spirit's saying the collective. The collective is feeling that incompetence, and we saw that in the ring the alarm. That's why we ring in the alarm. Look, if you can hear that in the background, my son's pressing his little button on one of his trucks, ringing the alarm, really starting afresh from that brokenhearted, overwhelmed, incompetent energy, the feelings of low self-esteem, not believing in yourself, being resistant to change because it's too hard. This is what we're scrubbing. We're scrubbing the procrastination, low self-esteem, right? We're scrubbing away the overwhelmed feelings that have us possibly at rock bottom, or just not starting. Maybe not, like some of us are rock bottom, and some of us are just can't get past or push past this barrier, this boundary, this division, this wall between you and connecting. This is the majority of us need to see that, this energy. We got the spaghetti. This is about the energy from within, being homegrown and healthy, loving yourself and family. This is about having that sauce, evolving. I know. All right. So Spirit is basically throwing in some reminders to steer us away possibly from this misery loves company. This is that stagnant, unhappy energy of people who project their misery onto other people by talking shit or having that, engaging in that idle talk. Okay. So how do we get out of this energy? And where do they go from here? We know that this energy is not good for us, so clarity on our path forward, journeying forward, please. Clarity. Well, clarity, easy street. Meaning good things is meant to be ours, is meant to be yours. Things flow to you easily, especially when you don't allow doubt, worry, or fear. And I'm seeing for some reason really heavily with this change, like this is a big step. We even had to take a moment to pause, okay? In order to evolve, in order to just truly revamp self, or to understand that what is needed is for us to revamp ourselves in originality. But I'm seeing that this change is possibly like I said earlier, new house, new town, maybe new neighborhood. I'm feeling newness of starting fresh. Because remember, we got the ring the alarm. This is us claiming that bankruptcy and really just starting fresh from the bottom up. Dispelling and getting rid of that incompetent and miserable energy. Knowing that we have the sauce. And I'm feeling like we're moving on in to the easy easy street. We in the new neighborhood. And so good things are meant to flow to you. This is also kind of a warning, that double-sided, double meaning type of phrase. When you live in on easy street, you're going to have a lot of people be looking at, your part of town, essentially. The energy that might be drawn to you could be about judgment or like people trying to analyze. They don't understand how or why you were divinely carried, why you were guided and nurtured by divine. So evolving, making the change, making the move to easy street. But like I said, with those whose attention might be drawn to your block, drawn to your neighborhood, that's for you to be careful, Others will be drawn to your block or your holly, your house, your neighborhood, to judge or analyze, to look and assess, right? Because they don't understand why you're divinely carried, but they're studying. They're studying how you do it. They watch, practice, act, or deliver your role in life. Yet they do it because they're strategically planning to sabotage your ideas and potential success by promoting themselves in your character and profit off your ass. This is trusting or mistrusting your neighbors, essentially. The ones who are part of the collective around you, connected to you, watching you. This is really being aware of the energy. You don't want to, you want to be neighborly, but you don't want to be inviting anybody to your house for company, for tea, for lunch, brunch, whatever the hell. So this is about being humble. Your energy is a little bit shy. You're like kind of a shy person, I'm seeing, with limited confidence, which we did get with the ring the alarm, the overwhelmed feeling, the incompetence. Yeah, low self-esteem with the incompetence card. Yeah, so this is, calling us out again. Your beginnings are not forgotten, and you don't let anything strip your humility. You're a humble little bumblebee, basically. So this is why things are on easy street for you. This is why you're divinely guided and protected. The angels guard and guide you onto your right path. Showing up again. Humble. So remain humble, but this is possibly because, you came from a rough neighborhood. You came from the rough start. You came from the dreams, wishing upon a star, Look back into your childhood, your inner child. Were you looking at the moon and the stars above, out your window? Were you just laying on the grass looking at the sky, wondering if you could ever reach it as a kid? You still have that humble attitude. You still have that like you're not sure if you're worth it, but you are. And this is why you may have folks emulating, replicating, copying, because they see themselves in you. They want to be compared to you. You guide them. So your path and your valleys and your mountains that you go up and over and down and through and whatnot in life, your path, your journey is still inspiring. You will have a lot of people mirroring what you do. It's okay. This is about navigating these current situations in a way that is healing to you and allows you to gain those higher perspectives, guided. Divine carries you. Trust. Even if you crashed, crashed and burned, you fell off of this energy, this mokulele, this airplane energy, because this is, navigating from a higher perspective, seeing things from a higher perspective. You can't be afraid to crash, because even if you did, divine will still carry you. You trust that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and see what divine has to tell us with this deck. All right, divine, can we get some encouraging truth for the collective, for those tuned in who are truly resonating with and taking accountability for the energy that they have brought? And just what are we looking at for the remainder of this year? What can we see in the next year of development, divine? Mahalo. Hi, love. Hi, love. All right, so we got heed the messages and be vigilant. So I'm really seeing that this next year is going to be, we're making that change. We are taking those steps, if not have already taken the steps to really make a change, a move, either physically in your home situation or with a job, perhaps. Like maybe you've had to relocate or something. Okay, hold on. You just got to open it like that. You twist it and then take the cap. Okay, go play in your kitchenette. You're welcome. Bye, I love you. Okay, economy. So yeah, maybe we are shifting, maybe we are moving, maybe we are making fresh and new starts. That's what I've kind of been getting from this reading. So in the next year, we're possibly looking at really leveling up on our growth by heeding the messages from divine and being vigilant for any pits or falls that could cause us to really have to be hitting that, to really have to be ringing the alarm again. Maybe we want to be vigilant of anything that's going to have us getting to that point of needing to ring the alarm again and really hit rock bottom. We're not in that energy. We are not working towards that energy. This is a period of evolution for the next year. So, any more truth, divine? Truth flow. Okay, so nothing from this deck. So, all All right, I kind of want to delve into this Black Moon deck. I'm going to clear the deck first. I'm not taking any at the moment. Mahalo though, Spirit. Just clearing the deck and the energy. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see. I'm curious just to see who this might be about, specifically, like, to gain a little bit of clarity on this message, who I'm actually speaking to, because it didn't really come out in my guidance deck. So Taurus. Okay. All right, let's go with this for now. So I said, who is this about? We have, wow, we have Taurus. Taurus. We have Cancer and Pisces. So we definitely have that emotion, the emotional energy, which could be stemming off of that ring. Maybe this resonated with you, the ring the alarm card. And then the Taurus energy is earth, grounded, but maybe you're just having doubts or knowing that change is or will be occurring. So yeah. And then we also got clarity cards. Part of fortune. We got the part of fortune. So maybe we're looking at the prosperity coming through, an increase in your financial situation. Because look, then we got earth, stability. This is what you guys are seeking. This is maybe what you possibly may be worried about or having apprehension. Maybe this is your path, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces. I believe in the increase and stability of self. Mahalo nui. I'm going to go back to my deck and just get one more card or whatever is needed for today to clarify and to conclude today's message with whatever truth needs to be spoken. So, conclusion and clarity, divine. Mahalo. Last message and reminders of what to work on for the year. Work on listening. Listening to divine, centering and aligning yourself, connecting and being in tune with nature's frequencies, meditating, sitting your ass down and really just being still and listening. Because this is you, this is I, this is us. You might have Taurus, Cancer, or Pisces heavily in your chart, or be a sun, moon, or rising sign. And this is where you are operating from. A place amongst the stars. That is home, because you're not from here. So we're looking at, wow. Okay, so we're looking at this in the next year. We're looking at more reasons to laugh and be joyful, right? The divine wants you to experience more joy and sends you reasons to smile and laugh, you know? He wants to hear that contagious laughter of yours that allows your soul to rise up. This is redirecting your days to help guide your purpose. Keeping yourself on course, the course that we will be experiencing in the next year. This is about laying everything out on the table and quit suppressing your truth. Release passive aggression. This is time for ho'oponopono and forgiveness. No bitter meals, cooked or served. Finally coming to a conclusion of getting rid of the bitterness, getting rid of any type of resentment or anything. So, all right, that will conclude today's Mindful Mirror Talk. I hope you guys resonated in some way, shape, or form. And if you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, or go ahead and subscribe if you're compelled to do so. I'd very much like to have you join and just get whatever truth is meant out there. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. I will see you in my next video. Love, light, and always aloha.